वेलकम टू वी लर्न। वी लर्न में आपका स्वागत है। वी आर कवरिंग मैनेजमेंट ऑफ पब्लिक एंटरप्राइजेस सेक्शन 16 and the topic is project management. Topic covered in this session are project management, its concept, characteristics of a project, stages of project management, project identification, project planning, its advantages, techniques of project management, Gantt charts, PERT charts, critical path method, budget planning, risk analysis, project implementation and project evaluation. 1990s के बाद there was a great change in the economy, and just to improve the social economic condition in our country, there were numerous amount of money which have been invested in different projects. तो यूजुअली जो प्रोजेक्ट्स डिज़ाइन किए जाते हैं दे आर डिज़ाइन टू अर्न एडुकेट रिटर्न ऑन फ्यूचर डेवलपमेंट, बट क्या होता है कि इन मोस्ट ऑफ द केसेस projects they take longer time than the estimated, and thus as a result what happens, the returns which are expected from them they're usually lower. The main reason or the primary reason why this happens is because of inadequate planning. Therefore, it becomes very important and necessary to have scientific and systematic management in project planning, development and its implementation. When we talk about project planning, it plays a very important role, and in the last few years ये एक separate discipline की तरह emerge हुआ है. और जब भी हम पब्लिक एंटरप्राइजेस की बात करते हैं तो ये जो इशू है इट हैज़ बिकम वेरी इम्पोर्टेंट, क्योंकि पब्लिक एंटरप्राइजेस व्हेनेवर दे कम विद न्यू प्रोजेक्ट्स दे इन्वेस्ट लॉट ऑफ मनी ऑफ पब्लिक. उनका एम बेसिकली यही होता है टू हैव हायर रिटर्न्स, राइट? सो व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ project management, basically the meaning of project management is very simple. When we bifurcate the terms, it means management of the projects. But according to the dictionary meaning, project, it means a plan. It means any undertaking or a task which involves research. Whereas management, it simply means people who control a business. So accordingly, dictionary meaning of management, it is an investment project which is carried out according to some plan in order to achieve a definite objective within a certain time, and which will cease when the objective is achieved. Now it has to be noted that when we combine both these words, project और management को जब हम combine करेंगे, there could be a simple definition that we could derive. It is an organized venture for managing project. Also, when we talk about projects, there is a definition which is provided by the World Bank. According to them, a project is basically an approval for a capital investment, an investment which is requiring huge capital to develop facilities to provide goods and services. Therefore, a project has following 4 components. कोई भी प्रोजेक्ट होगा उसका ऑब्जेक्टिव होना लाजमी बात है. दूसरा, there are certain advantages that an organization, a project is taking care of. फिर एक प्रोजेक्ट जो है इट इज टाइम बाउंड, इट विल स्टार्ट विद अ डेफिनेट टाइम एंड एंड एट अ डेफिनेट टाइम, एंड देयर आर सर्टेन कॉस्ट विच आर एसोसिएटेड विद द प्रोजेक्ट. So a project, it can never occur in isolation, rather it will have various factors which will either help it or hinder it, right? When we talk about the characteristics of a project, तो जो कोई भी प्रोजेक्ट है उसके कुछ इनहेरेंट कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स या फीचर्स होते हैं. तो जो सबसे प्रोमिनेंट और द फीचर दैट इज यूनिक दैट इज देयर इन ऑलमोस्ट ऑल द प्रोजेक्ट इज दैट ये कोई एक रिस्की वेंचर्स होते हैं. ऑल द प्रोजेक्ट्स माइट फेल. देयर आर zero returns on investment. तो क्या होता है, there is a lot of risk, inherent risk involved in the project. दूसरा characteristic है unique enterprise. A project is a unique, उसमें एक नयापन होता है, there is newness and it is different from the other projects. Project is dynamic in nature and it is a vital part of an overall program. कोई भी प्रोजेक्ट होगा, it has a limited lifespan. It is not indefinite. It will come to an end once the time lapses. It is the smallest unit of investment and it is an operation in a specified area. So a project, it always takes care of a specified area and it is not universal. There can be many more other objectives of a project depending on the type of a project. So these characteristics that we have just discussed, they are common to all the projects. When we talk about the stages of project management, so every project they have some distinct stages. हर project के हर अलग अलग स्टेजेस हो जाएंगे. वन थिंग इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू नोट दैट द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ ऑल दीज स्टेजेस दे वैरी फ्रॉम प्रोजेक्ट टू प्रोजेक्ट, बट हर प्रोजेक्ट में ये सारी स्टेजेस तो जरूर होंगी ही होंगी. तो पहला होता है आइडेंटिफिकेशन ऑफ अ प्रोजेक्ट. फिर हम बात करते हैं उसकी प्लानिंग की. When the planning is done, we actually implement करने के बाद we monitor the actions. When we monitor, once the monitoring is done, then evaluation is done. After that, success or failures, they are celebrated. For example, while monitoring, when we come to know that there are certain deviations, we tend to adjust the activities. And likewise, again, implementation, monitor, evaluation and success or failure is dependent. So broadly speaking, जब हम बात करते हैं तो project work, it takes place at 3 levels depending on the nature of the project. या तो कोई project national level का होगा, या किसी sector को directed होगा, या project कोई individual level का होगा. When we talk in a practical context, so all these 3 levels, they are connected to each other, and they have any discrepancy in any of the 3 levels, they will affect the other 2 levels. अब हम simultaneously discuss करते हैं each stage. The first stage is project identification. यहाँ पे ये पहला stage है where for any new project, identify the project is becoming the first stage. This very stage is a very crucial stage and a step because it forms the basis for further stages. ये जो stage है project identification की, it is basically concerned with collecting data और वो data को compile करना and then analyzing it. तो ये stage का incorporate करता है. This stage also helps in locating possible investing opportunities to which all areas the money, the sum could be invested. Furthermore, the project idea should especially indicate the objectives, the benefits, time span and the cost required for the completion of the objective. जो भी प्रोजेक्ट आइडिया है उसको क्लियरली हम बताना चाहिए कि इस प्रोजेक्ट के क्या बेनिफिट्स हैं, क्या उसका ऑब्जेक्टिव है, कितने टाइम स्पैन में खत्म हो जाएगा एंड व्हाट वुड बी द कॉस्ट रिक्वायर्ड टू कंप्लीट द प्रोजेक्ट. अगर हम broad viewpoint of the project if we consider, this very stage leads to generation of number of project profiles. Alternative profiles हम generate कर सकते हैं जिन पे decisions लिया जाता है. Thus the selection process, जैसे कि choosing among the best project profile is incorporated in this very stage. When we talk about the project identification or selecting, so a project which will have maximum profit at the minimum cost will be considered. So these are the following criteria for selecting a particular object. क्या investment size है? Project with huger investment, larger investment, or in projects with a lower investment. Project की location क्या होगी? How far and how in close proximity to the required personnel? What would be the technology that could be used? That is again a important consideration. किस तरह की equipments होंगी? क्या marketing tools use किए जाएंगे? So these are the criteria based on which project identification is taken care of. अब हम बात करें when we talk about once this question is answered, there could be reasons for a project to be identified. So a proper identification of a project, it takes care of first, it acts as a catalyst for economic development. Any project वो एक catalyst होता है economic, it is a source for economic development. दूसरा क्या है कि any project whichever वो इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट और डेवलपमेंट के प्रोसेस को स्टार्ट करने के लिए होता है. फर्दरमोर इट इज बेनिफिशियल कंसिडरिंग द स्ट्रेटेजिक लॉन्ग टर्म एस्पेक्ट्स. क्योंकि प्रोजेक्ट एक लॉन्ग टर्म नेचर का होता है, दो इट इज डेफिनेट एंड इट इज टाइम बाउंड बट इट इज ऑफ लॉन्ग रन, तो इसके जो बेनिफिट्स होते हैं वो स्ट्रेटेजिक एस्पेक्ट्स के होते हैं. ऑल्सो इट टेक्स केयर ऑफ ह्यूज फाइनेंशियल इन्वेस्टमेंट, और ये कभी भी रिवर्स नहीं किया जाता. वंस अ प्रोजेक्ट इज फ्लोटेड इट कैन नॉट बी रिवर्स्ड बिकॉज ऑफ द कॉस्ट इन्वॉल्व्ड इन इट. इट ऑल्सो इन लॉट मेनी वेज ये सोशल कल्चरल डेवलपमेंट का पेव जो है बढ़ा देता है. देयरफॉर अ साउंड प्रोजेक्ट आइडिया, it should define the objectives very clearly. As lack of clarity at this stage, at the beginning of the project, would invite lot of problems at a later stage. The second stage is project planning. Planning is said to be very dynamic process, और ये एक्सेलरेट करता है हर लेवल के काम को. टू क्रिटिकली अप्रेज अ प्रोजेक्ट, ये बहुत जरूरी हो जाता है टू हैव अ वेरी साउंड प्लान. सो प्लानिंग ऑफ अ प्रोजेक्ट, इट इज अ साइक्लिकल प्रोसेस, ये कंटिन्यूएशन प्रोसेस है. एंड प्रोजेक्ट फॉर्मुलेशन, इट इज नेसेसरी फॉर अ प्लान टू बी सक्सेसफुल. So project planning, it basically involves a series of steps which are to be taken to convert an idea into feasible plan of action. So project planning एक ऐसा stage है जहाँ पे ideation जो है these are converted into action plan. So project formulation, it also involves, we can sum up that it is a process which involves joint efforts. सबके joint efforts होते हैं. यहाँ technicians भी होते हैं, skilled workers भी होते हैं, entrepreneurs भी होते हैं, marketers भी होते हैं. It will only be feasible, successful only when the joint efforts of all the team members are taken care of. When we talk about the characteristics of a sound project planning, so first is specific. Any plan should be very specific. कहीं भी haywire नहीं होना चाहिए. There should not be any chaos. It should be measurable, because after all, ultimate aim is to evaluate the success or failure, and success or failure can only be evaluated if it is measurable. Acceptable in the sense that it should be acceptable to all the parties concerned. Achievable. A project should be taken care only when it is of achievable in nature. Any project which is not achievable should not be taken care. Lastly, it should be time bound. No project can be indefinite. It has to be time bound. It has to come to an end after a period of time. So there are basically not many stages, basically 5 stages which are involved in प्रोजेक्ट फॉर्मुलेशन. तो प्रोजेक्ट फॉर्मुलेशन की जो हमने स्टेजेस करी वो है प्रोजेक्ट आइडेंटिफिकेशन है, फिर टेक्निकल एनालिसिस होता है, देन कम्स इकोनॉमिक एनालिसिस, फिर फाइनेंशियल एनालिसिस एंड देन कम्स प्रोजेक्ट अप्रेजल. व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट द एडवांटेज ऑफ प्रोजेक्ट प्लानिंग, क्या ये एडवांटेजेस सर्व करता है प्रोजेक्ट प्लानिंग? फर्स्ट, it gives training to become more entrepreneurial. Why it gives more training? Because every project in its own way is very unique. क्योंकि वो unique है इतना, तो entrepreneur बनने के लिए वो training देता है. Second, screening the ideas. For any project there would be multiple ideas and we screen all the ideas to take the best out of it. Another is attracting a venture team. Because every project has different teams, because every project basically and inherently they are different in nature, तो वो new teams, venture teams को attract करता है. Fourthly, in building team consensus. At the focal length, every project when we talk about is a teamwork. To have a successful project planning, it is very essential कि एक team consensus develop हो. Lastly, getting money and permission to proceed. Furthermore, when we can discuss about planning, it therefore involves setting up of the tasks to be done, tasks which are dependent on the others, the time these each task would take, the order in which they should be performed, other resources which are needed, and finally the end product to be delivered. So too much planning and as well as too little of planning is very harmful to the enterprise. Therefore, an exact amount of planning is very, very essential. When we talk about the techniques of project management, to any project, irrespective of its nature, they follow a definite path of planning, scheduling and controlling activity. So network technique is one aspect which helps the management in performing the functions. Here there are 5 basic methods and techniques which are used in project management. The first technique is Gantt chart. The second is the PERT charts. Third is basically critical path method, which is called as CPM. Fourth is budget planning, and fifth is risk analysis. When we talk about Gantt chart, so Henry Gantt in 1977 inverted the chart using a standard bar chart and turned it on its side, plotting tasks into a time scale showing start and finish dates. So from there only these charts were named as Gantt chart. These charts basically they depict the work to be done along with the interrelationship between the phases of the work. ये एक interrelationship शो करता है. तो it is basically like कमिटमेंट शेड्यूल के बारे में से रिलेटेड है, या फिर एनालिसिस बार चार्ट ABC is another variation of Gantt chart. Another variation of Gantt chart is a modified Gantt chart. Furthermore is project progress chart, and there are which are still used in many of the projects. When we talk about its characteristics, पहला characteristic है कि this is a method, it is a technique which shows a very quick relationship among various variable and very clear relationship. Second, it helps in focusing attention on situations which are needing attention. So जो critical situations हैं उन पे attention focus करता है. Thirdly, it provides information about a project schedule. So what is the start time, what is the time it finishes, so it helps in giving details about information. Fourthly, ये हमारी प्रोग्रेस, प्रोजेक्ट की प्रोग्रेस अगेंस्ट द प्लान शेड्यूल्स को मेजर करने में बहुत हेल्पफुल है. एंड लास्टली, इट शोज दैट द ओवरऑल प्रोजेक्ट लोड month by month along with the accumulating backlog work. So these charts, they are basically and very widely used as they give an immediate impression of the project immediately. But there is one major limitation of Gantt chart कि इसमें बहुत ज़्यादा clerical efforts की ज़रूरत होती है to draw and maintain it. Gantt charts, they are particularly useful for simple projects, but for more sophisticated projects there are more sophisticated techniques like CPM and PERT. When we talk about PERT, that is Programmer Evaluation and Review Technique, it was introduced on the Polaris weapon system in 1958 by a special project office of the US Navy. Since then, the use of PERT has spread to defense forces, हर country में, and to large industrial projects. When we talk about large public enterprises in India, एग्जाम्पल ले लेते हैं NTPC का या भेल का, FCI, IOC, ONGC and what many, they are successfully using PERT technique for their new projects. New projects के लिए use करते हैं, they also use it for diversification or replacement purposes, right? When we talk about PERT, PERT consists of basically three elements. Three elements कौन से हैं? Events which are represented by circles. There are activities which are represented by arrows, and there are non-activities which are represented by dotted lines. Now there are certain requisites of PERTs for using its efficiency. पहला है PERT, it identifies the objectives. Second, schedule work breakdown की ज़रूरत पड़ती है. Then interrelate technical and managerial aspect. So there has to be an interrelation between the technical और managerial जो aspect हैं project के. फिर project network की एक development बताई जाती है. कितना time estimated रहेगा to finish off the project, और क्या critical path है, कितना activity flow है, वो सब बताना पड़ता है. And to monitor and evaluate comes the last requisite. When we talk about CPM, critical path method, it is a mathematically ordered system planning and scheduling for project management. जो mathematical equation when we use, so it makes possible a balanced optimum time cost schedule and assured timelessness and minimum use of resource. It is also used as critical path analysis CPA, और ये DuPont और Remington Rand in 1950s में ये implement किया गया था to improve project scheduling techniques. It is similar to PERT. This is also based on the network principle. जैसा कि PERT में होता है, CPM जो है, CMP is also the events which are shown by circles. Activities जो हैं वो arrows leading from one event to its successor events. There are basic steps which are involved in CPM. So the first step which is involved is the whole project is broken into smaller systems which are known as tasks. The entire project. Second, कि हर एक task को है activities or events which are to be performed उसमें determine किया जाता है. Then each of these activities which are determined the preceding and succeeding activities, and also it helps in determining the time and resources which are needed. Lastly, एक network plan बनाया जाता है which is depicting the assembly. When we talk about budget planning, it is again one of the techniques. So a proper budget जो है, it is a focal point which distinguish between the success and failure of the project. So a good budget makes the success or failure. So there are two steps which are basically involved in the budget planning. कि क्या estimated cost होगी project की, and second क्या estimated time होगा to complete the project. So the estimated cost of the project जो है, that would also include all types of cost which are incurred in the project. What is the staff, what is the people, equipment या overhead expenses. So it covers A to Z cost, and this is the most technical of all क्योंकि it requires all the minute intricacies. The main purpose of budget profit or profile is to monitor the spend on the project. Therefore, it becomes very essential to know the total actual spend, and secondly the actual versus planned spend for individual entities. So if these are done properly, this project is said to be successful. Another is risk analysis. So when we talk about risk analysis, it is the measure of uncertainty. Risk is associated with uncertainty, and every human activity it involves risk. Therefore, a project it also has certain amount of risk involved in it. Risk analysis is one such method which helps in analyzing the problem which are associated with the project. So risk associated with the project of any public enterprise may be associated with following risk. क्या project management से risk associated है? What are the risks associated with the project staff? Whether we have chosen the right kind of people, whether they will stay with us for the entire tenure of the project. Alright, what would be the nature of the project? Kind of technicalities involved in the project, and what would be the organization culture and expectation. So in risk analysis, when we talk, it is very important to calculate risk. When we talk about the risk checklist, जो हमें हर तरह के risk while doing a project, किस तरह के risk की हम checklist बना सकते हैं. There could be risk of low intensity or there could be risk of high intensity. Low intensity risk में होता है full time experienced project manager ले लें, या फिर project team is experienced and they have appropriate skills. तो ये low intensity होता है. तो जो चेकलिस्ट होती है, it helps in enabling to know the risk scores and helps in deciding the likelihood of the success of the project. It is also essential to note that delays in any activities on the critical path will delay the whole project, as the project management environment is a very dynamic process and it undergoes a lot of changes. Project implementation, when we talk about, it is easy to plan but very difficult to implement the plan. Planning is a very easy thing as compared to its implementation. So if the plan is implemented efficiently, तब हम सोचते हैं and then we come to the conclusion that the project is successful. So a successful project, it requires a thorough control mechanism. Control on each and every activity, each and every resource. So control is a process of monitoring, evaluating and comparing planned results. The primary purpose of any control is not to determine what has happened, but predictions करी जाती हैं what may happen in future. Given the present conditions, they continue to remain the same. So this facilitates the manager to effectively manage the project in compliance with the plan and implement it effectively. There are basically three areas which need to be monitored for the project to be complete and successful. पहला है time period. So time period, when we talk about, that is whether the project is going ahead according to the schedule or not. और क्या ways हो सकते हैं, what are the means to bring the project on its schedule time. When we talk about quality, these are the areas which shows whether the result at each stage they match with the success factors or not. Finally comes the budget. So budget basically involves and includes the cost which are involved in the project and whether these costs are under control or not. And will the project achieve its objectives within the budget period or not. All the changes or modifications which are to be made should be done at the proper moment in the turn, guaranteeing the current and correct implementation procedure. Finally comes project evaluation. So evaluation of a project, it can be said to be the last stage of the project management. It means examining something in particular and judging its worth. So project evaluation is done to bring all over improvements. It is basically assessing the performance with what has been the objectives which are set in the beginning. So basically there are certain three objectives when we talk about. These objectives, they provide visibility of the interrelationship between different parts of entire project. Second, it helps in identifying problems before they occur, and lastly to identify opportunities. There are also certain prerequisites for achievement of objectives. क्या वो prerequisite हैं कि जिससे objectives achieve हो जाएं? So पहला है कि a detailed description of the program is required. So the second prerequisite is defining the objectives in qualitative or quantitative terms both, क्योंकि बहुत ज़रूरी होती है to identify the quality and the quantity of the objectives. फिर तीसरी स्टेज आती है establishing the standards. ये establishment of standards, these are very important because after the project is finished, तो जो evaluation होती है, they are done basically on these standards which are set. फिर control techniques की selection की बात होती है. So why control techniques? Because during the project also there are various stages. तो किस stage पे हमारी activities they are deviating, then controlling techniques are become very very essential. फिर lastly collecting all information, हर source से primary as well as secondary. Now when we talk about types of evaluation, so evaluations में जो होते हैं basically they are divided into two broad categories. पहला होता है in terms of project effects on the recipient और दूसरा होता है objectives और goals of the project. First, when we talk about in terms of project effects, there are subdivisions. एक formative होता है which is called early evaluation और दूसरा होता है interim that is called ongoing evaluation. When we talk about the evaluation in terms of objectives of a project, तो project की क्या immediate objectives हैं, what are the intermediate objectives and what are basically the ultimate objectives. Normally when the evaluation takes place at the end of the implementation stage of any activity, there are many methodologies which have been evolved and adopted by different professionals. So some of them could be first hand information. फिर हो सकता है formal या informal periodic reports. Third would be graphic representation. Finally, standing evaluation review committee. Fifth could be project profiles, and sixth could be control centers. So the effective and efficient performance of any project, it depends on its cyclic process, starting from planning, taking care of implementing, monitoring and controlling function, and finally evaluating. अगर हम sum up करें तो every public enterprise, and as a matter of fact private enterprises भी, they do get involved in a number of projects, and these projects they are coming and going. कुछ projects जो होते हैं they are successfully completed, and there are few projects which are abandoned in between. So each and every project, they have a very definite beginning and a definite end, whether they are completed successfully or not. Therefore, a project management is one such field where only starting a project is not the major concern. This also requires proper planning, implementation and evaluation. There are two exercises. What are the various techniques of project management, and explain in details various stages of project management. Thank you and have a nice day. Keep learning and relearning.